When transporting the heat pump, do not, under any circumstances, exceed the maximum tilt angle of 45 degrees. After any transportation, keep the heat pump in an upright position for at least 12 hours before you start the compressor. After the heat pump was brought to its installation location, you have to do the opening of the device. The device cover is divided in two, to access the inside of the device or to make transport easier and prevent damage. Both cover parts must be removed. To do this, the 4 locks must be opened with quarter turns in anti-clockwise direction. The lock symbol pointed towards the front shows the status of the lock. Then the cover can be removed towards the front. If you want to do any further connections, like for example a solar thermal system or a photovoltaic system, you have to use the prefabricated terminal strip as shown. After fixing the terminal connection kit, you must now wire it in. To do this, you must loosen the X4 plug and plug in the new X4 plug from the terminal kit. Additionally, you have to plug in the X7 and the X8 plug to the PCB board. Afterwards, you have to plug in X15 and X18 to the top of the PCB board. Then the terminal kit is completely installed. To continue with, we have to make the hydraulic connections on the back side. Therefore, on the rear of the heat pump, on the bottom, you can see the cold water inlet. On the top of the white area, you can see the hot water outlet. These two must be connected for the fresh water. Right in the middle of the white area, you can see the connection for the circulation pump. And underneath there are the 2 connections for the internal heat exchanger, which can be used, for example, for a solar thermal system. On the left-hand side there you can see the electrical flange heater, and right above that you see the corrosion anode, which helps to keep the domestic hot water heat pump free of corrosion. Very important is the connection of the condensate pipe, which is routed through the cladding of the rear of the device. It should be routed in such a way that the condensate produced during heat pump operation can flow away freely. There is a pressureless seal valve at the end of the condensate hose, which must be relocated accordingly if the condensate hose is shortened. The valve can be easily removed and reinserted. The condensate should be drained into a siphon. Please note, the sealing lip valve must be used to prevent damage from condensate. When you use a plug for connection, please make sure that the socket is secured with a C13 fuse. On the top of the heat pump you can find air inlet and outlet, whereas the outlet is always on the fan side. Please make sure that the air outlet is not routed towards a wall in order to avoid air short-circuiting. If you don't have any other chance and the air is routed towards a wall, then please use a 90 degrees air duct to avoid the short circuiting. When plugging in the heat pump for the first time, the commissioning menu starts automatically. First of all, you have to make a choice for your language. Please use the arrow up and down buttons and confirm with the tick off button. Next, you have to make a setting for the current date and time. Again, easily use the arrow up and down button and confirm with the tick off button. Same you do for the time. Next step is the domestic hot water set temperature. And you can also choose a temperature for the lowering program in the menu. Then you're finished and the heat pump is set up completely. To give you an example how easy the menu works, we'll enable the solar thermal function together. Press menu, choose solar, make the selection SOL, confirm, and the functionality is enabled.